Good morning. My name's Anna Argenio, out at Cars and Coffee today. Originally from Southern California, the San Fernando Valley, relocated here about 1997. I've been involved with cars for a little bit. Recently got back into it about the past 3 years. My first car was a 77 Camaro. From there I had an IROC Z in 87. Just have really enjoyed the cars. When they did come out with the 5th gen Camaro, that's when I fell in love with the curves of the vehicle and decided that I would get one. So I did obtain a convertible SS 2014, which a few years ago traded that up for this beauty, Sassy 2014 Corvette. Really enjoy driving her. She's a lot of fun. I do take her out on the track. I was a member out at Speed Vegas, which I was invited out there and just fell in love with it. So when I didn't join the first car club that I was involved in, it was a girlfriend from work who invited me out. Calico Corvettes and Southwest Cruisers. That's when I really got involved in the car scene, met a lot of great people through the car club. All different walks of life, all different cars, really enjoyable. They're great people. From there, because I still had the Camaro at that time, joined Southern Nevada Camaro Club, and when I did obtain the Corvette, they did let me stay with her. So we do have a couple vets in the club, but we enjoy going out on drives. We go on trips together. They go out shooting. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. And my dream car would be an SS Camaro 67, convertible, white interior, candy apple red. I saw one out at a car event, a few years back and just fell in love with it. That would be my dream car, and would love to obtain one and just rebuild it myself. I think that'd be cool.
Hi, I'm Dana Pitcher. I live here in Las Vegas. I've been here around 40 years. Came from a little town in New York State called Owego. I grew up on a farm, my grandfather's farm, and we used to, even as kids, we were driving farm machinery around, so we were used to mechanical things were always part of your life anyway. When I started really getting interested in cars, it was when I got to be a bit of a teenager, I think, and it seemed like the car guys were the cool ones to me rather than the cheerleader football types. So, and they kind of showed me how cars worked, and I think it was kind of fun for them to say, let's see if she can drive this one. And so we did a lot of that. Coming to Las Vegas, I worked in the casinos for about 35 years, and I've had different cars during my life. The first car was a 1955 Dodge convertible, which was a bomb. It cost all of $500. It was ancient, and I loved it. It had a baby Hemi, and I don't know if it was that fast, but it sounded like it was. And then I also joined SCCA. I autocrossed for a while. I autocrossed a 1988 Firebird. I did okay with it. I currently drive a 2016 Mustang. It is a Cyclone 3.7, which there are no such thing as a slow S550 Mustang. And I got this one though because it's a daily driver. It's still sporty enough, you can have a blast with it. It's still quick, and it's just plain enjoyable. I belong to Vegas Valley Mustangs because they're just a fun group that says if you got a Mustang, come on in, we enjoy it. I've had an opportunity to drive GT500s twice on a track, and I loved it. Did okay with it too. But that's not a daily driver. You need to have something a little bit more tame than that. So, but I love it. It's actually, it has more horsepower than my Trans Am did from, the mid 90s, and which surprises everybody, but even the numbers even show it through Car and Driver. And getting on a winding road with it's a riot. That's one. I'm more into that than seeing how fast a car will go in a quarter mile. But the next car I get, I'm not really sure. It depends on what comes out these days. In all honesty, I'm kind of curious about Cadillac, Blackwing Cadillac, because they're outrageous. And that kind of fits me to a certain extent. It's like, okay, that's crazy. As far as money, no object, there's so many cars I like. I love any Maserati, but that can't be your only car. They're too temperamental, same with Jaguars and like that. But one car I loved since I was a kid for some reason is a Rolls Royce. One of our neighbors that only came up for the summer had an old one, and the first time I rode in, ended up going, this is entirely different than anything I'd been in. The latest version of a Rolls-Royce Phantom, which if you've never been next to one, literally is the size of a Chevy Suburban, they did a two-door hardtop of one of those, which is completely outrageous. And for a huge car, they're fast. You can use it daily if you're not afraid of it getting scratched, but they stopped making them a few years ago. But the car is absolutely crazy. It has computerized handling, it has everything else. So it's not a sports car, but talk about grand touring and style. At the same time, you can just drive it downtown if you want. Likelihood of that happening is slim to none because I don't have a couple 100,000 laying around, but I get a chance to drive one, I will be driving it.